We'll start this morning with some big breaking news, positive news for Arsenal.
The ink may still be fresh on Ethan Nwaneri's contract at Arsenal, but behind the scenes, whispers are growing louder that the teenage sensation might not be entirely sold on committing his long-term future to the club unless the Gunners meet his rising demands. For a player barely out of his school years, this isn't just about wages, it's about ambition, opportunity, and the promise of being more than just a bright academy prospect. Nwaneri may be young, but he knows exactly what he wants, and if Arsenal can't provide it, the door could quietly open for a stunning exit that would shake North London. Those close to the situation claim that while Nwaneri was happy to put pen to paper earlier in the year, the terms agreed at the time were based on certain expectations. At the top of his list is a clear pathway into regular first-team football, not just a handful of cameos in cup competitions or being an unused substitute in Premier League matches. He has already tasted the spotlight, becoming the youngest player in Premier League history, and that record-breaking debut lit a fire inside him. He doesn't just want to train with the senior squad, he wants to be a key part of it, sooner rather than later. There's also talk of his camp wanting assurances about his role under Mikel Arteta. While Arsenal's manager has a reputation for nurturing young talent, he is also under immense pressure to keep the club competing at the highest level. That means he often leans on experienced, proven players when it matters most. For Nwaneri, the risk is being stuck in the shadow of Arsenal's established midfielders, watching his development stall while other European clubs might be willing to hand him a starring role right now. Sources suggest that top clubs across Europe are keeping tabs on the situation, ready to pounce if they sense an opportunity. Manchester City are believed to admire Nwaneri's technical ability and vision, while Chelsea, never shy of targeting top English prospects, could be tempted to make a bold move. Outside of England, clubs in Germany's Bundesliga have reportedly been making discreet inquiries, pointing to their track record of giving young English talents the chance to play regularly at the highest level. For Arsenal, losing a talent like Nwaneri so soon after securing his signature would be a nightmare scenario. The club has invested heavily in its Hale End Academy, producing stars like Bukayo Saka and Emile Smith-Rowe, and Nwaneri is seen as the crown jewel of the next generation. Letting him slip away could damage the club's long-term vision and send a worrying message to other young players about the pathway from academy to first team. Those around the club say the mood is tense. While nothing official has been said, the whispers are becoming hard to ignore. Nwaneri's body language during training and matches is being scrutinized by fans and insiders alike, searching for any sign of frustration or disengagement. Social media adds fuel to the fire, with every post, like, and cryptic caption dissected for hidden meaning. Some insiders believe the solution is simple: Arsenal must meet his demands, both financially and in terms of playing time. Others argue that the club cannot allow a teenager to dictate terms to such a degree, no matter how talented he is. There's a fear that bending too far for one player could set a precedent, leading to other youngsters making similar ultimatums. The timing of all this is crucial. Arsenal are in the middle of an intense campaign, juggling domestic and European commitments. Distraction is the last thing they need, but with the summer transfer window always looming in the background, these stories have a way of building momentum. If Nwaneri's camp pushes the issue, the Gunners could face a decision sooner than expected, make him one of the central figures in their future now, or risk losing him to a rival who promises to give him exactly what he wants. Behind closed doors, there's a quiet recognition that Nwaneri's situation could be a defining moment for the club's youth development policy. Hale End has been a source of pride, producing players who not only make it to the first team but also embody the values of the club. If one of its brightest products decides he has to leave to fulfill his ambitions, It could force Arsenal to rethink how they integrate young talent in an era where the biggest clubs are willing to take risks on youth. For now, Nwaneri continues to train, smile, and say the right things publicly. But the transfer gossip world thrives on what's unsaid. The reality is that the longer his demands go unmet, the more those whispers will grow into headlines, and the more rival clubs will circle like sharks sensing blood in the water. Arsenal fans have seen this movie before: a promising youngster tempted away before he's fully bloomed.